नमस्कार सिक्किम क्रोनिकलमा तपाईहरु सबैजनालाई स्वागत छ। आजको यस स्पेशल एडिसनमा हामी विशेष त एचआईभी एड्सलाई लिएर कुराकानी गर्न लागिरहेका छौं। प्रत्येक वर्ष डिसेम्बर 1 लाई इन्टरनेशनली वर्ल्ड एड्स डे को रूपमा पालन गर्ने गरिन्छ अनि विशेष त यस दिन एड्स एचआईभी एड्स माथि धेरै व्यापक चर्चा परिचर्चा हुने गर्दछ अनि विभिन्न कार्यक्रमहरू पनि आयोजन हुने गर्दछ र सिक्किममा पनि वर्षनी सिक्किम स्टेट एड्स कन्ट्रोल सोसाइटीले विशेष कार्यक्रमहरू आयोजन गर्ने गर्दछ अनि म्याक्सिमम उहाँहरूले अवेरनेस जेनेरेट गर्नुहुन्छ अनि डिस्कसन्सहरू उहाँहरूले टेबलमा ल्याउनुहुन्छ। यसपालि पनि धेरै इभेन्ट्सहरू लाइनअप छ अनि अझ धेरै कुरा गर्नका निम्ति हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ सिक्किम स्टेट एड्स कन्ट्रोल सोसाइटीकी प्रोजेक्ट डिरेक्टर डाक्टर डेकी वाङमु फेम्पु र उहाँसँग कुराकानी गर्नेछौँ। डाक्टर डेकी, वेलकम टु सिक्किम क्रोनिकल फर्स्ट एन्ड फरमोस्ट। सो एज आई सेड मेरो इन्ट्रोडक्सनमा कि एभ्री इयर 1 डिसेम्बर वी अब्जर्भ दिस एज इन्टरनेसनल एड्स डे अर वर्ल्ड एड्स डे। सो वी जस्ट वान्टेड टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड यो पालिको थिम के छ अनि यो पालिको इभेन्ट्सहरू कसरी लाइनअप गर्नुभएको छ।
Whole day we have stalls. So stalls there's mobile ICTC. Anyone wants to get tested can do it there. Then we also have a stall by the Birds and the Bees Talk Bunny. It's a Durex initiative. The famous condom company Durex.
Oh, yes.
It's their health initiative. So it caters to adolescent sexual health. So we are in an MOU with them and we work in tandem with each other because we are catering to the same adolescent group. So they'll have a stall where there are games. I think it's very interesting. We should go and visit that stall.
Exactly.
Interactive games and education. So that should be an interesting thing. Then we also have a live kitchen by one of the chefs in Gangtok. And thupra interesting cheezers a whole day. Then we have influencers from, of course we had to order. We had to outsource the influencers because Sikkim there is a lack of that. So we are getting there's famous Zoram and Gracie guy. Then there's Queen Andrew. So they will be meeting and greeting people, making reels, so that more and more promotion is done regarding not just World AIDS Day, but HIV, AIDS, STD, RTI and all that as a whole. So all that activities are happening. So I would urge all your many viewers to come and be a part of us. Paliko theme is let communities lead. So communities बुझ्दाखेरि चाहिँ हामीले हाम्रो घरको समाजहरू हैन, communities भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ in HIV and AIDS को ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा चाहिँ it means people who are infected with the virus, who are at risk of getting the virus and who are affected by the virus. Affected भन्नु लागि चाहिँ if somebody in the family has HIV, definitely त्यो close family members, नानी हुन्छ, spouse हुन्छ, उहाँहरू पनि affect भएको हुन्छ. So उहाँहरूको लागि हामीले कुछ त गर्नु पर्यो. Mainly it is about spreading awareness and also to pay homage to people who have lost their lives due to HIV AIDS. So यो पालिको theme सँग जान्दै जान्दै what we decided as Sikkim State AIDS Prevention and Control Society ले कि let us take opinion from the communities. So सिक्किममा यस्तो धेरै संस्थाहरू हुनुहुन्छ who are working towards elimination of HIV AIDS from the community. So उहाँहरूलाई हामीले approach गरेर we told them to give us ideas कि कसरी celebrate गर्नु, that so that it becomes a grand event and everybody's involvement is there. So main stakeholders are सबैलाई involve गरेर we took their ideas which we'll describe in a while.
Exactly. So तपाईले भन्नुभयो कि let communities lead is the basic theme for this year's AIDS Day. So we just wanted to understand the communities भन्नाले चाहिँ it should be inclusive हैन र कस्तो communities लाई चाहिँ you are trying to involve especially.
Okay. The ones who are at risk of contracting the virus in their lifetime. त्यो भन्नाले चाहिँ mainly हाम्रो main chunk of transmission चाहिँ कहाँ हुँदैछ भने through sex workers, be it male or female sex workers. Then the other one is if IDU, just the intravenous drug users who might be sharing their needles and syringes. So chances of infection बेसी हुन्छ उहाँहरू भयो एउटा. Then LGBTQAI plus community को चाहिँ transgenders, men seeking men जुन चाहिँ MSM भनिन्छ, and also bisexuals. I think we should include them also in that. And then majority of the youth, which is like पहिला चाहिँ 18 to 49 भनिन्थ्यो, now it has come down to 15. Which means the children are experimenting, more aware about maybe the wrong practices at a very early age. It's not hamro time ko zamana jastै हैन, where we were innocent. Now people know much more, but there is also a danger associated with too much information. So they've brought down the high risk age group to 15 years from 18. So youth is one major chunk who we are focusing hamro community ma. And then the most important community would have been PLHA, PLHIV. But sadly, Sikkim, we don't have a very active, robust PLHI community.
Person living with HIV
known
AIDS.
to you, because of stigma and discrimination. They feel that if they come out in the open and form a society, people will ostracize them. So we are still not able to catch that major chunk actually. Most of the things we are doing for them, but उहाँहरू नै त्यस्तो एक्टिभ हुनुहुन्न हाम्रो सिक्किममा चाहिँ.
So basically, SACSले different medium use गर्छ to communicate and also to generate awareness in terms of HIV AIDS. So this time, which medium you are using basically? Music, sports, के use गर्नुहुँदैछ?
हजुर. So actually यो चाहिँ वर्ल्ड एड्स डेमा मात्रै फोकस नगरेर throughout the year we keep doing some activity or the other, like folk media cha. Then we have the famous Red Fest, where youth, they can come and compete in musical talent dekhanu सक्छ उहाँहरूले. The winner goes to the regional MMC भन्ने. Then we also have sports medium. Then mostly our IEC activities are centered around going and making people aware in the, whether in the villages or in the urban areas. So and music has been a big part of SACS since time immemorial. So you Palipun, we are using all those mediums, and World AIDS Day is going to be a big extravaganza. And I have requested you to come and host it for us, because you are relatable to people, you connect with people. So we need people like you all who can connect to people at large.
So walkathon.
Yes. So I'll tell you how we have involved the communities. So to begin with, we have one rehab center, that is Freedom Facility. They, like I told you, that I asked ideas from them. Instead of me saying you do this, we said, why don't you all come up with ideas that you are capable of doing, so that they are fully involved in that, in the planning, expenditure, everything we've given it to them. So Freedom NGO is starting off on 29th and 30th with a futsal. So futsal with a difference this time. It's not just rehab playing against rehab. It's rehab playing against a government department or some other department playing against some other...
To make it more inclusive.
Yeah. So that all kinds of communities have an intermixing and they know each other's communities instead of having isolated communities. So that was one of our motives. Let's see how we succeed in that. That is our attempt. Then the other one is Sikkim Drug Users Forum Bane. It's you must have heard of it. So they have come with a proposal to have a walkathon/marathon. It'll be from MG Marg in the morning by 6:37. It'll go via 0 Point, Palace, Secretariat, Bukit Pandokan, Garera, come back to MG Marg. It's a short walk. It's more of a solidarity walk. So totally they are organizing it. We'll be participating in that. Then after that we have the Pride Walk. And that is organized by the Rainbow Hills Welfare Association. They're also a partnering NGO. So they will be organizing the Pride Walk starting from 0 Point Technical Area, then walk that highway, National Highway Deki, Sadar Thana and all that, then go via Tibet Road to Star Hall Deki, come back to again Titanic area. So that is another thing where we've included another community. And when we talk about youth, we have our AD youth who is involving red ribbon clubs in schools to participate in poster competition, painting competition. So the winners will be announcing and felicitating them. And we are also felicitating nodal teachers for red ribbon clubs, the best performing red ribbon club. Because if we catch them young, we'll be able to bring changes in the future generation. Then some communities are doing a disco intervention tonight. Like today is Saturday, no? So Saturday they'll go there and in exchange for something that we give them, they have to get tested for HIV. So because a lot of youth go to the discos on Saturdays, so we are attempting to catch hold of a lot of youth. Even if they don't turn positive, we just want numbers to increase for testing. That is there. And then we have the musical night on the 1st of December, MG Margma. So we have Sophium with the opening act. Then we have our own homegrown talent, UNB. Then we have a fashion show, in fact, this time, where the local designers, 3 local designers have contributed pro bono. They're not going to take any charges. And there'll be 50% of professional models, 50% will be people from the community who will be doing the runway walk. And then we end the evening gala with Vipul Chhatri's performance.
So lots of activities lined up है सो अलिकति जब हामी अवेरनेसको कुरा गर्दैछौँ नि अनि स्पेसली वाट वी हेभ सिन एन्ड वाट वी हेभ लाइक यु नो आई मिन नोन इज द्याट स्टिग्मा एन्ड डिस्क्रिमिनेसन इज इम्पोर्टेन्ट लाइक यु नो थिङ विच स्पेसली कम्स अप वेन वी टक अबाउट दि पिपल लिभिङ विथ द एचआइभी एड्स सो आई मिन हाउ डु यु थिङ्क लाइक यु नो आई मिन यसलाई चाहिँ कसरी चाहिँ कतिको अहिले प्रिभिलेन्स छ स्टिग्मा डिस्क्रिमिनेसन
From my personal experience, भनौँ या professional capacity ma, we've seen a decline in the social stigma aspect. Nowadays, people are more accepting because of awareness. So the amount of IAC ma we spend money and time and our resources, that has brought a difference. People are more accepting, even if they don't want to get involved directly, but they are okay, tolerant. Because we used to hear when we were juniors, कि somebody is HIV infected, उहाँलाई समाजबाट आउट गर्यो, पानी काट्यो, all that we used to hear. Nowadays we don't hear that. Right? Most often, what I've noticed is these people who are infected, self-stigma मै हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरू.
Okay.
To begin with, they have self-stigma. They start feeling that मलाई घृणा हुन्छ होला, ला म HIV positive भनेर याद छ भने. So that is a problem. Like I wanted to bring in PLHI today, no, in the show, but because of stigma associated with him declaring publicly, him or her declaring publicly, I could not do so. So there is a certain amount of stigma. Immediate family is accepting. Right? So first of all, I feel that the person should be accepting of the situation. It will take time, no doubt. First the denial huncha, then you accept slowly, and then you slowly break into your family members, then the next circle of friends. So I think it has to start from them also.
So are they open to come to office and like, you know, कतिको चाहिँ openness आएको छ?
Openness त्यति छैन नि.
अहिले पनि छैन.
Yeah, they are comfortable with the ART को staff in STNM, the ones who are dispensing their medicines. With them they are comfortable. I've met many of them, and I think in many years we had a nice gathering in my office. In fact, interestingly, I'll tell you, what we've done is there's a person who's HIV infected, plus she has some defects. I can't say defects, some disabilities she has. So we thought that why not give her some occupied rakhung bhanera. We've told her that this time red ribbon which we are going to put badges, we will not buy it from any manufacturer. She will be doing the crochet. So she's busy for weeks making all those crochet red ribbons, and then we'll be using her products to pin it on all of you.
So this is what I wanted to bring on the topic of discussion is that तपाईहरुले awareness मात्रै गर्नु भएको छैन, but still you are also helping like many people living with HIV AIDS for the livelihood है. मतलब किनभने कतिजना economically not so sounded family बाट आएको छ. So what are the steps तपाईहरुले चाहिँ के लिनु भएको छ?
Actually, when it comes to treatment, उहाँहरुको out of pocket expenditure zero.
केही खर्च छैन.
केही खर्च छैन. Right from the initial diagnosis to the viral load, CD4 count, to the world class medicines that we are providing, and repeated testing, जे भए पनि छ, nothing is going out of their pocket. NACO is providing every medicine free of cost. So the only expenditure may be the traveling and all, but we've been lucky that companies like Juventus and all, they have contributed in the nutritional support system. So they've helped us with some amount of money, which we have outsourced it to an NGO, and they package like healthy food and give it to the patients, not directly. Again, the ART staff, because we cannot come in face to face with them one day. So, and not only for HIV patients, we are also doing for rehab inmates or residents, let's say that rehab residents. So recently we tied up with two women entrepreneurs who are teaching them how to make candles, room fresheners, dhoop and soaps and all that. So those maybe we could sell it in the stalls on 1st of December, and let's see how much we generate from there. It's not a profit making, but it's something for them to do, right? To keep their mind away from drugs and substance abuse.
Okay, so what is the hope, especially when we talk about the hope? What do you think? What is the hope for these people?
So, me being the leader of the project, I'm very hopeful that people get their whatever they're supposed to get in terms of treatment, in terms of counseling, everything. We will see as a team, we'll leave no stone unturned to make the person feel valuable. Life is valuable. And also we hope that stigma and discrimination, which we should have less than 10% by 2030. That's the SDG goals. We also need to eliminate HIV along with TB and hepatitis B and C, right? And malaria. We're supposed to eliminate by 2030. We're already 23 months highly. Now we've got 7 years. We need to really buck up and work mission mode. And our vision is that only, that we should see an HIV-free community.
But do you think your awareness गर्दाखेरि more people are coming out because as comparatively number हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ?
So what happens is, interestingly, we've also used social media influencers to help spread our message. Because sometimes what happens is maybe we are not enough to tell, maybe we have a structured way of saying. So we've used famous influencers of Sikkim and their own style of, innate style of conveying the message. It did prove to be beneficial because they felt that, oh, okay, so now this is how we go about to test and all that. And they're comfortable because they know that SACS as a team are very inclusive of any community that comes to us. We are non-judgmental. So they're comfortable walking into our office and saying, like, Mala esto esto bhayo, can you help me? Or they go to the ICTC center and they're comfortable to get tested. They're saying, yeah, if you're indulging in risky behavior, we need to test every 3 to 6 months. Wahanलाई त्यो जागरूकता has come out, which is a good thing.
Exactly. So we have seen थुप्रो काम हुँदैछ, especially under the banner of SACS, in terms of मानिसहरूलाई प्रेरित गर्नुको लागि to come and get tested and also to spread the awareness, यसमा काम भएको हामी देखिरहेका छौँ. What is your message finally you like to transpire to the people watching right now?
So mainly what I would like to say is, of course, stigma and discrimination bara alikati dure rahनुहोस्. Try to be empathetic towards any person, actually, not just HIV. Anyone belonging to any marginalized community, we have to be more accepting. I think empathy is the key factor every human should have. That I've realized over the years, of course. And also, get yourself tested if you feel you've indulged in risky behavior. Normally, if you're not indulging in any risky behavior, then there's no way you're going to get HIV. It doesn't spread in the air. There are just 4 ways how it is spread. So if you have indulged in any of those, then you know where to get tested. You go to the ICTC center. Everything is confidential. Nobody is going to mention anything. Only when I ask, people will tell me, my staff. Otherwise, we don't need to know names. We just need to know the typology, whether they are male, female, or third gender. Third gender is equally important for us. So get yourself tested, and it's very simple. And the main thing for people to know is that if you turn out to be HIV positive, it is not a death sentence. Like before, it used to be AIDS. So HIV and AIDS, we know, are different. Same yet different. So if you're just having HIV, which does not progress to AIDS, which is our main goal actually, so that nobody dies of AIDS. So then what you do is you get tested. If you turn out positive, you come under our care. SACS will take care of you. We'll look after your diagnosis. We'll look after your treatment. You will be under our care. And your viral load will be controlled to such a level that you could be a news reporter. You could be a business person. You could be a teacher. Some big official in the government. You can be all of those things. You can even have a spouse or partner, get married, have children.
A normal life. Really.
Yeah, and you will not transmit the virus. I think that's the most amazing discovery in science. Paila jasto ab HIV bhayo the death sentence. Now what you're doing, you're leading a normal life. You take your medicine every day, lifelong you have to take. Just like you take your diabetes medicine, like you take your hypertension medicines. As simple as that.
So do you see the communities leading this movement?
Yes.
How do you see this?
I feel so proud to say that. They're so involved because the messages that we keep getting, I see, Amile. So everybody is working so hard. So that itself is an awareness actually. Communities are getting involved. They're sticking posters. They're spreading the message. They're working extra hours. So I see a good involvement of community, and without them, we are actually nothing.
Do you see, in terms of SACS activities, how do you see your organizational support in terms of your team?
Yeah. So we have one person who's HIV positive employed in our office because we need to walk the talk. It's no use just saying stop stigma and discrimination. We need to start with us. So we have a staff member amongst us who is like us only. We sit together, we eat, we joke, we travel in the same vehicle. We don't get HIV from that, no? So we need to spread more of those messages. And if people are qualified enough to come and do work in our society, then they are most welcome. In fact, we'll reserve a special seat for PLHI patients.
सो तपाईँको टिम पनि सपोर्ट चाहिँ एकदम स्याक्सको टिमको सपोर्ट चाहिँ छ
We are like one family.
One family. Yes, absolutely, and thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on AIDS Day, especially which will be now observing on 1st of December. And thank you so much for your time and sparing this, and giving things opportunity for even us to understand in a more better way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you.
र उहाँ हुनुहुन्थ्यो डक्टर डिकी वाङमु फेम्पू दि प्रोजेक्ट डिरेक्टर अफ सिक्किम स्टेट एड्स कन्ट्रोल सोसाइटी अनि उहाँले हामीलाई जानकारी दिइरहनु भएको थियो यसपालिको वर्ल्ड एड्स डेलाई लिएर अनि यसपालि डिसेम्बर 1 वर्ल्ड एड्स डे आयोजन भइरहेको छ अन्डर द ब्यानर अफ सिक्किम स्टेट एड्स कन्ट्रोल सोसाइटी अन्डर द थिम लेट कम्युनिटिज लिड प्लिज तपाईँहरू पनि पार्टिसिपेट गर्नुहोस् एन्ड इट्स द ओपन इभेन्ट तपाईँहरूले आएर कुनै पनि एक्टिभिटीमा पार्टिसिपेट गर्न सक्नुहुनेछ वेदर इट बी द पेन्टिङ कम्पिटिसन वेदर इट बी वकाथन or marathon, or you can come and participate and watch the live performance of the singers like Bipul Chetri, UNB, and very our own Sophium. अनि स्टल्सहरू पनि तपाईँले भिजिट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ अनि सोसियल मिडिया इन्फ्लुएन्सर्सलाई पनि तपाईँले भेट्न सक्नुहुनेछ हामी लगातार तपाईँहरूलाई यस इभेन्टबारे जानकारी लिएर आउनेछौँ अहिले भने चाहिँ मलाई बिदा दिनुहोस् थ्याङ्क्स फर वाचिङ सिक्किम क्रोनिकल